All right, thanks, Connor. 646. Look at the scene over the weekend. More than 200 people alleged to be part of a prominent gang from Venezuela landed in El Salvador. President Donald Trump using the 1798 Alien Enemies Act for these deportations. Now, over the weekend, a judge temporarily blocked the move and telling the White House to turn the planes around, which obviously that did not happen. So what's going on here? Our Joe St. George now live for us in Washington from Scripps News Group. We want to know the question, did the White House disobey that court order? What does this mean for any future rulings or orders, Joe?
Well, let's start with the fact that really since January 20th, Blaine, the Trump administration has been in a big battle, big showdown with the federal court system, with many federal district judges. And this may be the biggest showdown yet. We need to back up just a bit, get people caught up on exactly what we're talking about here. On Friday, President Trump did something that very few presidents in American history have done. He invoked a 1798 law, as you noted, the Alien Enemies Act of 1798, that allows for the quick deportation of Venezuelan gang members. Basically gets rid of a formal immigration hearing, allows for deportation more quickly. The last time this was used was World War II, which created Japanese internment camps for Japanese Americans. So this is a very controversial law. As you might suspect, groups have said that use of it is inhumane. On Saturday, there was a legal challenge. In fact, there was an unusual Saturday hearing in which a federal district judge basically ordered that the law be put on pause, and he said that any plane, as you noted, Blaine, in the air carrying migrants should be turned around. Well, that's not what happened. The Washington Post did a bit of a TikTok here. 5:30, a little after 5 o'clock or so, is when planes took off from the U.S. After 7 p.m. on Saturday is when the judge issued the order. The planes hadn't landed yet, but the planes were outside of U.S. territory. And that's essentially what the Trump administration is using to say that they didn't defy an order. In fact, White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt posting just minutes ago, the administration did not refuse to comply with a court order. The order, which had no lawful basis, was issued after the terrorist TDA aliens had already been removed from U.S. territory. And she went on to say that the Supreme Court has repeatedly made clear that federal courts generally have no jurisdiction over the president's conduct of foreign affairs. As you might suspect, this is setting up a big battle. I think we'll get more on this today. President Trump was asked about it last night, flying back to Washington on Air Force One, and he basically avoided the question, saying that we reporters are going to have to talk with the lawyers. But another big legal showdown over immigration, Blaine, happening because of what transpired from Friday to now.
All right, a lot of folks might have been unplugged over the weekend, so thanks for getting us caught up to speed on what we need to know this morning, Joe. 6:49 right now.